Many real estate businesses across the capital have recently declared increases in portfolio value and a strong demand for high-quality office space as more companies are asking their staff to return to the office. Spanish bank Santander has made the switch from 2 office days a week to 3. PwC has told its employees that under their new hybrid working policy, they should spend at least 3 days a week either with clients or at the office. Some companies, such as Amazon and Boots, have asked their staff to make a full return to the office. Why do employers want their employees back into the office?
Well, I think employers see the skills benefits and the knowledge benefits that you get from having more people in the office. There's obviously spillovers that you gain. I think you see those skills problems sort of developing a few years on from the pandemic, and they've finally seen sort of the productivity implications of having people remotely working all the time.
But what type of working style do Londoners prefer?
Being in the office.
Why?
Sociability, getting to know your colleagues. Actually, I think it's more fun rather than being at home alone.
So we're 4 days in the office, 1 day at home, and I quite like that mix. It's most important to have like a collegiate environment, and that's more easily done in person. And then you have 1 day where you can get other things done that is harder to, where you have fewer distractions.
I would say work from home definitely has its benefits though as well. Depends where you live, but for me I can cycle into the office in 20 minutes, so I enjoy being in there even on quieter days.
Generally I work mainly from home, but going to the office maybe once a week. In the office, I suppose it's slightly more sociable. It depends on your office dynamic. And then the benefits at home is just you get some of your day back, really.
I think there's an informal network you build up in the office that you don't build up at home. So I think it's easier to get things done.
But it's not just employers looking to get staff back to their desks. Employees also see benefits to being in the office. However, data differs by age. According to independent think tank Centre for Cities, younger Londoners spend over half a day more in the office than other age groups. They are also more likely to see productivity gains from working outside their homes. Bringing people back to the office is a driving force behind a slight improvement in the office rental market in the capital. But employers aren't looking for just any office space. They are looking for high-quality offices where sustainability and employee flexibility are top of mind.
Office makers have been forced to think more about quality and less about quantity more recently because you're going to have slightly fewer people coming to the office, so you might not need as many desks, but that might mean that you can free up some money to get a higher value office with fewer spaces, so you're going to be more willing to invest in things like pet-friendly spaces, etc. That's an interesting point.
But what does this mean for the future of hybrid working?
London still lags its global cities. That's what we've seen. Its competitors. Paris is substantially higher, about 3.5 days in the office. I don't think that it's unreasonable to think that London will eventually get to levels similar to Paris, similar to New York, similar to Sydney. But when it comes to catching up with the rest, I do think there is still scope for London to improve.